Can we truly trust the hands that heal us? It's a disquieting question, isn't it? The notion that those tasked with preserving life could turn to taking it is as unsettling as it is unbelievable. Yet, this exact scenario played out in the 1990s in a Massachusetts hospital. The protagonist of this story, Kristen Gilbert, a seemingly ordinary nurse who harbored a chilling secret. This is the chilling story of Kristen Gilbert, the Angel of Death. Kristen Gilbert started as an ordinary nurse at the Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Massachusetts. She was an everyday hero, working tirelessly in the wards, caring for those who had served their country. Her colleagues knew her as dedicated and competent, always ready with a comforting word or a helping hand. However, beneath this facade of normality, there were subtle signs of something amiss. A few noticed a peculiar pattern, a spike in cardiac arrests occurring during her shifts. But they chalked it up to coincidence, stress, or the unfortunate realities of a hospital ward. Over time, Gilbert's reputation as a reliable nurse solidified. She was praised for her quick responses during emergencies, seemingly always at the right place at the right time. Her patients trusted her, comforted by her professional demeanor and caring nature. Little did they know, they were entrusting their lives to someone with a hidden agenda. But beneath the veneer of the caring nurse, a dark secret was brewing. In the 1990s, Gilbert's actions took a sinister turn. Behind the veil of her nurse's uniform, she began to wield a deadly weapon, epinephrine injections. Epinephrine, a hormone that increases heart rate and blood pressure, was used by Gilbert not to save lives, but to end them. Her patients, trusting and vulnerable, fell victim to induced cardiac arrests, their lives extinguished at the hands of the one who was meant to protect them. The true scope of her crimes remains shrouded in mystery, with suspicions that she may have claimed the lives of up to 80 individuals. These were not mere statistics, but people with stories, with families, with dreams yet unfulfilled. Each one, a tragic tale of trust betrayed. As the deaths mounted, a chilling pattern began to emerge. The hospital began noticing increased cardiac arrests during her shifts, igniting suspicion. The alarming pattern led to an investigation, and Gilbert's horrifying secret was unearthed. As the number of cardiac arrests during her shifts soared, the hospital's administration couldn't help but notice. A quiet inquiry soon transformed into a full-blown investigation, and the pieces of the puzzle began to fall into place. The link between the sudden cardiac arrests and Gilbert's presence was too strong to ignore. The lethal cocktail of epinephrine found in the deceased patient's system was the final piece of evidence that sealed her fate. Gilbert was arrested and brought before the courts in 2001. The trial was a sensation, sending shockwaves through the medical community and the public alike. The evidence was overwhelming, and the verdict was unanimous. Kristen Gilbert was convicted of killing 4 patients and was sentenced to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. Gilbert's reign of terror was over, but the impact of her actions was far from done. Gilbert's case sent shockwaves through the healthcare industry. Suddenly, the spotlight was on the very places we trust to heal us, and the people we trust to care for us. The crimes committed by Kristen Gilbert were not only a direct violation of her duty as a nurse, but they also shattered the trust that patients place in healthcare professionals. The reverberations of this case were felt far and wide, prompting an urgent review of hospital procedures. The monitoring of controlled substances, like the epinephrine Gilbert used, became more stringent. No longer could these potentially lethal drugs be accessed so easily. Hospitals across the country tightened their protocols, determined to prevent such a tragedy from happening again. But the impact didn't stop there. The case ignited discussions on a topic that was once unthinkable: healthcare professionals who commit murder. It forced us to confront the uncomfortable reality that those in positions of trust can sometimes be the ones who betray it the most. Through these discussions, the importance of trust in healthcare was underscored. Patients need to feel safe when they are at their most vulnerable. And it is the responsibility of all healthcare professionals to uphold that trust, to ensure that the horrors of the Gilbert case remain a dark chapter in history. Kristen Gilbert's story serves as a chilling reminder of the need for vigilance, even in places of healing.